Hello everyone, myself Brendra Rawat, your chemistry teacher, and today I am in front of you with a new topic, that is electronic configuration. Now you must be thinking that what is electronic configuration, because this is a totally a new name, electronic configuration. Electronic configuration means how electrons are distributed in orbitals. S orbital, P orbital, D orbital and F orbital. Distribution of electrons in different orbitals is known as electronic configuration. Now everyone have seen the periodic table, and in periodic table we have seen S block elements, P block elements and D block elements. Now in this table we will discuss the electronic configuration according to the blocks. Means what is the electronic configuration for S block elements, for P block or for D block elements, and what is the difference between all the three. Now see here, this I have taken first group only. So first period elements I am taking here. This is S block elements. So S block elements I am taking here hydrogen, lithium, sodium and potassium up to here. So this is their atomic number. So distribution of electrons depends on their atomic numbers. For writing electronic configuration we must know their atomic number. This is very important. Without knowing atomic number we cannot write the electronic configuration. So this is hydrogen. First one is hydrogen, and we know that the least energy is of 1s. So what will happen? The first electron will go in 1s. So the configuration of hydrogen will be 1s1. Now for helium, now helium is coming here 2, atomic number 2. This we are taking in P block elements. Okay, actually it is not P block elements, these are inert gases, but we can take it here. So this 2 means again in 1s 2 electrons will be accommodated, because we know all the orbitals have the capacity to accommodate 2 electrons. So second electron will also go in 1s. So this is the configuration of 1s2. We can say it in this way also. We can say it 1s2. Now if we are talking about the lithium, atomic number of lithium is 3. So one more electron. Lithium is having one more electron than helium. So this added electron will move in 2s. So 2 electrons in 1s and 1 electron in 2s. So this is the 3 electrons are distributed, 1s, 2, 2s, 1. Now after 3, this is sodium. Now sodium is also S block element. So it is having configuration. Now let me come to the P block also. So after 3 we can see here, this is beryllium. This is P block element. So what will happen here? Now in beryllium 2 electron, 1s can accommodate 2 electrons. So 1s will accommodate 2 electrons and another 2 electrons will move in 2s. So its configuration will be 1s2 and 2s2. Now boron is having atomic number 5. So its configuration will same 1s2 and in 2s again 2, and in P, now because it is having one more electron. So what is happening here? Here you can see 2 can accommodate, S can accommodate only 2 electrons. So 4 electrons are accommodated in 1s and 2s, and the 5th electron will move in 2p. So this is the configuration of boron, 1s2, 2s2 and 2p1. Now this is carbon. Carbon is having 6 atomic number. So how these 6 electrons will be distributed? In 1s 2 electrons, in 2s 2 electron you can see from here, and in 2p there will be 2 electrons, because p have the capacity of accommodating 6 electrons, 2 electrons in each orbital. So this is the configuration of carbon. Now if we are coming to nitrogen now, see here, nitrogen is having atomic number 7. So how these 7, 6 will accommodate just like carbon. So we can, without any doubt, we can write 1s2, 2s2 and now 2p, because here it is 2, so it will be 3, because capacity of p is of 6 electrons. Now now we are coming to the oxygen. So one more electron has been added, so it will be same, 1s2, 2s2 and 2p, it will be now 4. So 4 electrons will be accommodated in 2p. Now if we are coming to fluorine, fluorine have the capacity of 9. So 9 means same way, 1s2, 2s2 and now p can accommodate one more electron, means this will continue till 2p accommodates 6 electrons. Now coming to neon is having atomic number 10. So how distribution will take place? 1s will accommodate 2, 2s will accommodate 2 and 2p will accommodate 6 electrons. Now this is completed. So here we can say that boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon, they are all having electrons in p orbital. That's why they are named as p block elements. After 10, here we can see sodium. This is having atomic number 11. So how the electrons will be distributed? You can see here, 1s will have 2, 2s2 and 2p is already filled with 6 electrons. Now the next electron, 11th electron will go in 3s. Now you can see here, 3s is having 1 electron. So now coming to, after 11 we are coming to here 19. Okay, same way you can write for 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 and 19. It will be same like this. Now we are coming to, if for potassium you have to write electronic configuration. So it is 19. So how you will write for 19? 1s is having 2, 2s is having 2, 2p is having 6 and 3s is having 2, 3p is having 6. Now see here. Now this 19th electron, up to here 18 electron has been completed. Now after 3p comes 3d, but electron will not go in 3d, because we know that energy of 3d and 4s is equal. So it is easier for electron to move in 4s rather than in 3d. So 3d will remain vacant and the electron will move in 4s. So the configuration of potassium will be 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6 and 4s1. You can't write it 3d1. If you write 3d1, that means potassium is in D block, but it is not in D block, it is S block elements. So don't make mistake here. Now we are coming to D block elements. Now you can see here, after 19 we are coming to 21. You can see here scandium. These are D block elements. So 21, how 21 electrons will be accommodated? So you can see 1s will having same here, you can repeat it. Okay, up to here it will be same. These 18 electrons will be same. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2 and 3p6. Now how many electrons are left? You can see 3 electrons are left. So now what will happen? 4s is having 2 electrons. So 2 electrons will move in 4s. So 4s is having 2 electrons and D will have just 1 electron. Remember it. Don't make mistake here. Okay, instead of writing 3D3, you can't write it. First, what is the capacity of, because the energy of 3D and 4s is equal. So first 4s will fill according to Auber principle also. So this will be 2 and it will be 1. Now titanium, it will be same. Up to here it will be same. Up to here you can say, only the difference will be here. Now see, this will be titanium is having 2, this will be 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6 and 4s2. And D will have here 2 electrons. Now coming to vanadium, 1 more electron. So this electron will now move in D. So it will be same, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6 and 4s2, and this will be 3. In 3D, now electrons are moving in D orbital also. So this is the reason they are known as D block elements. Now for chromium, now see here, for chromium it will be 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2 and 3p6. Now see, now what will happen, you will write 4s2 and 3d4, but this is wrong. Okay, the configuration will be 4s1 and 3d5. Now why? Why it is this? Now see here, this is 4s and this is 3d. Okay, so earlier what was happening? In vanadium you can see S was having 2 electron and this was having 3 electron. Now in chromium 1 more electron added. So naturally what will happen? This electron will move in this orbital. But what happens? 3D is having the capacity of 5 electron, single electron. Okay. Now if it get 1 more electron, it will become half filled. And remember, half filled orbitals are more stable. So for stability, now what happens? This electron from 4s jumps into this orbital. So here it becomes 1 and here it becomes 5. So this is the exceptional case for chromium. So the electronic configuration of chromium will be 4s1 3d5. So you can put here a mark of star because it is having a different exceptional case for electronic configuration. Now coming to Mn. Mn 25, now you can say 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. Now see here, 1 more electron is going. So this electron will not move here. Now this electron will move in s orbital. So what will be the configuration? It will be 4s2 and it will remain 5. Sorry, here it is 6. So the configuration for Mn is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6 and 3d5 and 4s2. So this we have to keep in mind. Now coming to iron. Now see what will happen in iron. It will be 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. Now because this 4s is already completed, so naturally what will happen? The next electron will move in 3d. So 3d will have 6 electrons and 4s will have 2 electrons. Now coming to cobalt, this is 27. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6 Now same thing will happen, another electron will again move in 3D, so it will be 7 and 4s will be having 2 electrons. Now coming to nickel. So nickel is 28. So 28 means 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. Now again this electron will move here. So it will be 3d8 and 4s will have 2 electrons. Now coming to copper. Now again this is exceptional case. So be careful. Here it will be same 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. Now you can see next electron will move here. Now the same case is coming as it was in chromium case. Now to completely filled up, this is short of just 1 electron. So what will happen? Again the electron from here will jump into here. So it will like this. So we will write here, this will become 3D will have 10 electrons instead of 9. 1 electron from S, and S will have, 4S will have just 1 electron. And for zinc it is 30, so it is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d will have 10 and this electron will go in 4s, so it will be 4s2. So this is the way electronic configuration we can understand.